I just feel to speak a little bit about so I spoke about the innocence of the gifts of when we were young, yeah? And then this journey of us embodying woman and uniting with the earth, right? And the power of creation. So often the women that are drawn to me have had experiences when they were young where their gifts were closed down. Yeah? Actually, where there is some form of violence in the feminine essence, which made it feel unsafe. You know, that's happened to many young girls, right? So that innocence, right, of that young, very innocent place inside, that's part of the journey of the healing of the young part, yeah, where there was something that made it unsafe, right? And this is where a lot of what I've been bringing through for you is to creating that space where the divine masculine and feminine get to hold that place, and that place then gets to feel, and then it gets to rest down. But when we start to heal and open those layers in the belly, and they start to rest down into the power of creation, the feminine is the safest place to be, woman. She's all power. She's the power of life, right? So when we inhabit our bodies and we fully open into the earth, the ground, the belly, then creation and power is available to us. But it's not power over, power under. It's not the manipulation of power. It's not the abuse of power. So often we have got a distorted view of what power is, because maybe our mothers used their sexuality to get something, or our fathers violated us in some way, which is all power. It's all the power, right? So there's been these distortions and these manipulations and these places where we've either used our power, misused our power, or our power has been cut off because there's been violence, abuse. And this is this lifetime, but then the previous lifetimes of what we hold in our cellular memory is where we have been persecuted and burned and repressed through the power, right? So this is what often when we open to the feminine, we feel all of that. So it's like, oh, it's not safe to be in the feminine, but it's not, that's not the feminine. That's just where we're needing to feel the feminine is that vastness that we sink into, where we feel so safe and so home and so connected to all of life and to all of love and to all of healing and wisdom. Right? That's her. And she then gets to permeate her healing, her nourishment, her wisdom, her beauty into those places that have been contracted and hurt and wounded.